the old camera going on here, because this will upload later on for anyone who can't do it right now. But the quality on my camera is going to be better than what YouTube allows me to record live stream. All right, are you ready? Get yourself off your sofa, get into the workout, start to pedal the feet, just march them off the ground. So if you want, if you've got a smartwatch and you want to just kind of start your calorie tracker, give it a pop right now, see what you record. And then if you want, put it in the comments how much your watch and what brand watch you've got records how many calories. So everyone kind of gets a guesstimation of what they can expect to burn doing this workout. All right, so we're gonna go 5 seconds fast. 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds, bring up the speed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease it down, ease it down. We're still warming up. Next one, 10 seconds. So a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1, and bring it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds recovery. And then last one, we're gonna go 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Drive those knees. Drive those knees. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And bring it down. Okay. Legs fairly wide. I'm just going to change the angle so I don't smash my hands on the wall. Right hand down to the left leg. Left hand down to the right leg. Legs are staying fairly straight. Chest is staying tall. And you're feeling that stretch through the back of the thigh, through the hamstring. So if you can get your fingertips to the foot quite easily, try to get your palm to touch each time. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then working on the quads and the hips. So you might want a balance rail or something just to kind of hold yourself up. Right leg pulls back, step forward, left leg and across, go back. So right leg quad, left leg turn. So anyone who's done the mobility test video, this kind of is very similar to that lotus stretch position, very, very intense stretch. But right now it's quite easy because you're not trapped in that position. One more and we'll change sides. Change sides. So I'm gonna go for my quad on my left, hip right. You see, I can balance, but I'm warming up. So all I want to focus on is the stretch and the dynamic movement of the leg. So if it gets a better stretch by me holding onto the rail, I'm going to hold the rail on. 3, 2, 1. So 4 walkouts. Trick to the walkout is making sure the fingertips come right to the feet before you start walking out, and when you come back as well, so you get that better stretch. So we're going to go for 4. On the 4th one, stay on the ground. So come down, stretch the hamstrings, walk all the way out, push all the way back up, all the way back up, stand tall. So a lot of people kind of get to the walkout and they forget to stand up thinking, there's nothing happening here, but I want you to push the hips forward so you're engaging your glutes. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's the idea of a warm-up. It's just gentle activity to get you ready for the more intense stuff. This is my 4th one, so I'm going to stay down. I'm going to come down low, and then my right leg comes over to the left side and just roll from side to side. Try to get that foot to touch the ground if you can. If you've got a little bit more space than me, you'll probably be able to get a really good stretch. So in theory, I'd really be able to go quite far if I had the space here. But for demonstration purposes, you get the idea. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to that eye push-up position and then do your last walkout, finishing off. Test out your squats. So from here, just see what feels tight. So heels are just about shoulder width apart, toes are slightly pointed out. Breathe it in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. See if there's anything that feels tight. And on the next one, come down, stay low. Arms inside the legs, push the knees wide, stand up, but keep the head down. So we're going to stand up and keep the head down low. Just try to loosen off, like up and down with this preacher squat position. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it all out. Make sure you got towel nearby, water nearby as well. We're gonna go into the plank side to side walk. 10 seconds to go. So plank side to side, squat 90s. 6, 5. Let's turn this down a little bit because it's all low. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to start this first round of the day on the high plank. I know we've got 3 rounds to get through. This is the very, very first exercise. So I'm still treating this as part of a continuation of the warm-up. Try and move the hand and the foot. A very gentle, small amount of movement. Ooh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And relax. 10 seconds rest, remember? So if I didn't say that at the beginning, you're going to get 10 seconds between the supersets. Squat 90. 3, 2, 1. So from there, and just try to land really nice and light. It sounds almost counterintuitive, but if you try to land very light, it actually costs a bit more energy for you to do that. And that's going to protect the joints a little bit more, and you have to use more effort to do it. So it's going to be a nice trade-off. The extra effort is going to be worth it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Plank again for the last time in this first round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to try it low. Now, if you're in the low plank position, think about where your butt is. Is it too high? Are you up here? Or is it too low? Try to be a nice straight line. Brace the core. Squeeze the abs. Imagine you're going to take a punch in the stomach. You would tense up those muscles. 2, 1. Just realized why you're here, Julie, because it's bank holiday in the UK, isn't it? Sorry to get you up at 8:30 on a bank holiday. 3, 2, 1. And twist. So remember, if you want, hands just to assist the leg. And then twist it away. So my chest is always facing forward. It's the lower body that's doing the rotation. So my toes face here, or here. 10 seconds left. Nice light landing. We get a 20-second breather after this. And we need it. Okay, 4 frogs, 8 jugglers, and then sit through or the leg or the knee twist. All right, so jugglers, don't jump if you're worried about your knees. Guillermo, feet, Achilles, Darcy. 3, 2, 1. So it's 4 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Juggle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Frog. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So breathing on the frog. Breathe in, breathe out. And then with the juggle, just break up your breathing speed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit through. So then today's going to be a lot on the hands. So just bear that in mind, stretch in between if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Sit through. So you can go fast with these. You can take the leg all the way out, or you can just bring the knee through. Be a little bit easier because there's less weight going through you. Getting that shoulder joint to move. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Whose idea was this? 4 froggies. 2, 3, 4. 8 juggle. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Now, if you want, take out the jumping for the juggler, like I'm doing here. I'm just bringing the leg to the hand and getting that touch. So this is still really intense, and I'm not doing any kind of jumping. It just feels like I give a chance to recover a bit. 2, 1. Sit through. So just if you forgot it, I'll do the other one, the backup one, which is here. Twist, Twist. I'm gonna go to sit through A because I can and I should, and B, if I do that twisting one, it rips up the floor too much. Now, if you are struggling to sit through, but you want to try it, you can just go a little twist. So you just lift those opposite limbs off the ground when you're not going that full rotation like I'm doing. Halfway. Halfway. So we have single leg press. So we're going into that bear position, into a downward dog position where one leg stays in the air, and then our agility burpee. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're coming down, press, press. So a muscle can only pull, and it will pull at the joint. So right now the quad, the front of your upper thigh, is pulling my leg into extension. That's a straight leg. And it's also pushing my hips to pull at the glute. So this is where we're replicating lunges or a leg press machine. 3, 2, agility burpee. So I'm not going to start with the burpee. I'm going to start with the agility part because I'm not stupid. So 4 and 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the good thing is if you're getting tired, use this as a chance to slow down. Keep moving, but get some breath back in. You're feeling good. So Marie, if you're out there, I hope you're smashing these fast. Karen, you runners, you lightning bolt runners out there. Mel. All right, single leg press now. Now we hit the right leg. Come through to that bear position. Stand up. Come through. So you can use the spare leg to help drive momentum. Yeah. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. 4. What we got? Agility burpee. Sweat is pouring out my brain. I can't even remember. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Burpee. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, time update. We just hit 15 seconds now. That's half the time. Remember, it's 30-second rounds. 10 seconds left. 20-second rest is coming up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hurdle, sprint. So we've got 8 high knees. Over a hurdle, tap the ground, 8. And then the last one's a wall sit. All right, so let's get to one side. Choose the side of your working space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift the leg over that hurdle. Come back. Tap the ground. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, woo. Tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget to tap like I almost did. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then getting this as fast as you can. 7 seconds. Don't forget to go over that imaginary hurdle. 2, 1. Wall sit. Now, if you don't have a wall, you can just hold a squat. I'm going to use the wall because I want to sit down. All right, so don't let the knees drift in. Keep the knees in front of your hips, or even in fact a little bit wider. So you're using the glute. Head back on the wall. Chest up. And hips as low as you can take them. So my hips are just above knee length. But we did these for a minute last night in the strength class. So with the backpack resting on our lap. 2, 1. All right, so hurdle. I'm going to stay over here. I don't trust myself not to fall over the edge of the balcony. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alley-oop, alley-oop, and touch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is a lot of starting and stopping. So what I need you to do is start fast. You've got to just start fast to get the best out of it. So go, go, get the touch and go again. I know it's hard. I know it's hot as shit right now here in Spain. Looked pretty sunny yesterday up in Nottingham. So I'm assuming it's kind of the same in Warrington. Where you are, Julie. So if it's hot, okay, take a deep breath in. Wall sit. This finishes off round 1 of the entire day. All right. Legs nice and neutral, not too wide. Hands pushing will give you a bit of assistance. If you get into a point where you just feel like you're going to collapse, try to wiggle yourself a bit higher. So you kind of go like that, just to take some of the tension off, but you're still working. Or you feel that's not too hard, wiggle down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And come on. That's 1 down. It's not even sweating. It's just special effects. Okay, 35 seconds left of your rest. Remember, the rest is only 50 seconds on the HiiT classes on this particular HiiT format. So we've got the plank side to side with the squat 90. So take some deep breaths in. My advice is get down ready for the ground. You can maximize your rest. My nose is just constantly streaming. There's a plant pollen out here, which is just, never got hay fever in the UK. There's a plant this time of year. It's my weakness. It's my kryptonite. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to start with that high position. Ease myself back in. Test out. It's not to say this is going easy on myself. I can still make this nice and hard. Take it slow with the transition. Fight harder to keep the level back flatter than I could possibly do in the low position. Imagine you're tensing your abs. You're squeezing your glutes and your quads. Squat nice. So when you're in that plank, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So 1, 2, 3. Those 3 muscles support you between your hands and your toes. Squat 90. 3, 2, 1. Remember, your backup is squat, open, squat, open. For anyone who's got a little bit of a concern with their knees or injuries or bouncing around too much, or if you just got neighbors underneath you. 10 seconds left. Just pace yourself. Just pace yourself. 3, 2, 1. Get that breath in. I want to use these 10 seconds to assist you for the next set. 3, 2, 1. So remember, we're squeezing those 3 muscle groups here, but not too high. Time check, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squat 90s or squat open up at the hip. Again, use that 10 seconds. Towel off. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I just got a double thumbs up from Louise. It means our intercom has been fixed. After 6 months, we can now get takeaway. So I'm going to work harder now to order a takeaway. No, it means my packages don't get lost now. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's just life of living here. 6 months waiting for it to get fixed. 10 minutes and it's done. All right, so we've got 4 frogs, 8 juggles into the sit through. All those twisting knees. Listen to your body. So 3, 2, 1. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and juggle. 2, 3, 4, foot, knee, frog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, just over halfway. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 5 seconds. Back's nice and straight. Good God. All right, sit through. All right. And time. So remember, you've got an option, just lifting one hand, one knee. Going through a little bit more through the rotation. Take more time with it, but get more range. So it becomes a little bit more of a strength alternative by working slower if your heart rate is just booming right now. All right, frogs. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. See me? I'm done. Jumping is taking it out for a couple reps. 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 4 seconds. 1. All right. 1, 3, 2, 1. Nice and steady, nice and consistent. All the way, all the way. 10 seconds left. Just go for that opposite hand, opposite leg lift if you're tiring out. I know it's hard, I know we're not there yet, but come on, take this. Take some energy. Single leg press left, and then agility burpee. 3, 2, 1. So if you want, come down and rest in between each rep. Push, come down if you need to. Make it a bit harder. Don't rest. Breathe in on the down. Breathe out on the up. Push that butt sky high. 8 seconds left. Get 2 or 3 reps in. Come on. Come on. Agilities. I'll watch then. 144 heartbeat. That's about right. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. About halfway. 15. 4. Single seconds. Single seconds. Let's do it. Crush it today. It's Friday. Single leg to now hit that right side. 3. All right. Do your best to really extend the leg fully. Play with the leg position. So if it's finding it too hard, put it a bit further away. So you're already much more open at the knee joint. Whereas you're here, you have to bend the knee a lot more. So you're increasing the range of the movement. Agilities. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Burpee. All right. Build it up from here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. 15 seconds gone. 10 seconds left. Try for 2 more if you can. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, I could have possibly made it. Okay, so we've got the hurdle and the wall sit. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Start slow if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Over, tap. Starting like that. And if the jump is too much, big wide stride, tap. And you're taking out a bit of the jump in. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4. Forgot to touch the ground. 7 seconds. 2, 6, 7, 8. Wall sit. How's the camera doing? Let's give it a quick reset. There we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, how are we doing? So, I may or may not have miscalculated the intensity of this workout. On paper, it looked fine. Forgot to take into account the weather. 10 seconds left. Nice deep breath in. So I don't want it to feel too comfortable, really be burning at the end. 1. Okay, last bit of cardio, and then finishing up with that sit down against the wall for round 2. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hurdle it. Hurdle and touch. Back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and over. Up and over. Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over the hurdle. Over the hurdle. Tap. 2. Over halfway. 10 seconds left. Tap. 7, 6. Round 2 of 3. Almost there. You're closer to the finish line. Ooh. 20 seconds left. Take deep breaths. Assist the legs if you need to. Wiggle up the wall, but don't stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 rounds in. 9 people now. All right, 50 seconds. This is the last round. Take your drinks. Take a sit down. Stretch anything. Yeah, else we got? So 25 seconds left. Let me just give the old boom, boom, boom. See, it says there's 9 people here, but then if I check participants, it doesn't tell me. So maybe it's because people haven't signed into their YouTubes. I don't know. 15 seconds left. Plan your rest. Side to side planks. Squat 90s. I know you can do it. Start at a pace you can maintain for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Remember what I was saying the last round, breathe and brace your abs, your butt, and your quads. So that's the front of your upper thigh muscles. Take it in and apply it to your reps. Brace those groups of muscles, all 3, abs, glutes, butt. Yes, it makes it a bit harder to tense those muscles, but it's going to support you. What we have? Squat 90? Squat 90. 5, 3, 2, 1. So remember I said at the demonstration, you don't have to go all the way down. So if you're getting tired now, just catch it still with the soft landing, or use your legs to assist the soft landing, and then twist your lower body away. So do your best. You see, I'm trying to keep my the logo of my shirt facing you. I'm not twisting away from you. I'm trying to keep the shirt facing you as the legs twist. 5, 4, 3, 2. Son of a bitch. 5 seconds left. Plank walk for the last time. Hold on, guys. You're so close to finishing this first exercise. Single seconds, 5 little seconds. One exercise done for the day. Squat 90s. Finish them off. 3, 2, 1. Come on. I know you're tired. I know sweat is pouring off you. I know it's easy just to sit down and watch the video rather than keep up or take part. But stick with it. Do your best. You just have to keep moving. Even if you're doing this at a super snail's pace, I'm still super happy with you, super proud of you for keep working. 3, 2, 1. Squat 90s. Bye-bye. All right, frog squats. Whew. This ledge has become my favorite place in the apartment. 4 froggies, 4 jugglers. So like I was saying, just move. I'm gonna start slow, no jump. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Now making sure that you're not just flexing the hips, you've got to bend the knees, even if you're doing the slow one. If you can't go low with a straight back, don't go all the way down. So I'd rather you kept the back flat. All right, we're halfway, so I'm gonna start to bring a bit of plyometrics back, a bit of jumping. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. 3, 2. Sit through. Do it. No time to feel sorry for yourself. 3, 2, 1. Take it 1 rep at a time. Get through that rep. Do the next. Finish that one off. Do the next. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Work on your form. For the last time, frog squat, juggle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, and juggle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't. Frogs, I can bring the jump. Juggles, my legs are too heavy now. 4, 1, 2, 4. I got it. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's done. Sit through. Come on. Remember what I said, just take 1 rep at a time. Come back, rest in between every rep if you need to, but don't stop. There's a difference between just doing a little pause and stopping. Sometimes the pause is counterintuitive, or counterproductive, sorry, because you have to start moving again. Think about when you push a car, broken down car, right? What's the hardest thing? When everybody stops pushing and you're tired and you have to get it moving again. Or is it just me who's had like really shit cars in my early 20s? All right. Bless my Ford Fiesta. May it rest in peace. All right, single leg press, left leg first. Agility burpees. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. This is the last time on that left side, the body, remember. 6 seconds. Agility burpees. You know what's weird? Is from the squat 90s, the sit throughs, and the agility burpees. I think I prefer the agility burpees today. So 1, 2, just for this part here, 3, 4, and then it's done. The hard part for me is I feel it's done. Like the sit through and the squat 90s, it's constantly there. I could be wrong. What do you think? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Straight leg on the, sorry, single leg press. Right leg now. And up all the way. Remember that leg further backwards, less bending needed. In, more of a bend needed. You could use the second leg to catch yourself if you're feeling heavy at the bottom, and leave the top of the work still to that single leg. 3 exercises left. We're about to finish off the agility burpee. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Come on. I know you're burning. I know you're on fire. I know sweat is pouring, muscles hurting, lungs find it hard to breathe. Keep moving for me. 3, 2, 1. All right. Troy hasn't come here today. All right, the last round. So we've got the hurdles and the floor tap and then the wall sit. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hurdle. Tap. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Tap. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Come on, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Yeah. So close. 3 sets, team. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've got a neighbour on the balcony. I don't know if you can see. She's doing a little bit of band work. Maybe a bit of Pilates. First time I've seen that at training. Come on, you got a free shot of the workout. 10 seconds. I'll get a little over. 3, 2, 1. 2 sets. Come on. 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So be careful. Those legs could feel a bit static now after they were locked into that squat hold. Don't get that floor tap. Only tapping the floor underneath your starting point. 3, 2. Here we go. Last one. Going to count the heart. Welcome to the HiiT. I need glasses, man. I usually have glasses when I go to the cinema. Well, who goes to the cinema anymore? But when I watch films, I can still see everything. But if I watch in 4K, it's not quite as crisp for me. So things like comments in the side of a YouTube, I can't quite see. It's a little bit blurry. Well, on my last flight home after Christmas, I lost my glasses on the airplane. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, here's the seat. You can't beat. Welcome to my life. All right, that's it. No finisher. Good night. See you later. I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding. Take me 4. Take a drink. It's a simple one. It's a simple. It's one we haven't done for a very long time. I think very, very long time. Possibly maybe the first finisher. So I'm going to do a 90-second push-up challenge. Oh, boo. I know, I can hear it. Yeah. Be careful as you're typing on your phones and your keyboard, guys. Hopefully you're waterproof IP6 because you're going to be dripping. I can see it coming off my beard. Or stubble, it's not really a beard. I'm super jealous. Like, my cousins have just got like the most in-depth beards ever. They got the beard genes in the family. My uncle, my 2 cousins got these amazing beards, and there's me just like barely able to grow stubble. Like in a photo, I just look like I constantly am shaving like an Amish beard because it doesn't even grow dark hair. And there's my cousins, like the thickest, bushiest woodsman beards you've ever seen. Okay, so let's get this timer ready. Take the rest. Take the rest. I want you to stretch out a little bit. Not cool down too much, but bring the heart rate down. Where are we at? Finisher. Okay, so it's a good old-fashioned 90-second. Do as many reps as you can. Finisher. So a few things with the push-up, because we're just going to be focusing solely on the push-up. Your hands want to be here next to your chest. So imagine we were in the gym and we were doing a bench press. The bar would come down here. So if you've never bench pressed before, you can probably realize that you wouldn't bench press down here and you're not going to bench press up here. This one, if you're a bodybuilder, it's called a guillotine press. But generally, for 99% of the population going to the gym, this is where you're going to bench press. So your hands are here because we want to replicate that same movement. Also, up there with your whole body weight, that's a lot of stress on your arms and your shoulders at this angle. So we just want to be careful. So your hands there. Now, if you're doing it kneeling, if you're doing it full, if you're doing it one arm, if you're doing it clapping, it's all the same principle. So just get yourself set up, hands next to your chest. If you're kneeling into the push-up as well, one thing you might not be aware of is you are at the top and you are behind your hands. So try to demonstrate this. So this is obviously just for lack of space. You would want to come through your hands so that at the bottom of the rep, your hands are there where we're talking about the bench press. If I was here and I come down, so you see this a lot in big, busy gym classes, pushing up like this. So if I freeze, bring myself up, I'm pushing it like this. And what was I talking about? So here is not a great angle for the shoulders. There is a terrible angle for the shoulders as well. So just be aware, particularly Catherine, I know if you're doing this work at a later date, you've got some gnarly shoulder work. And anyone who's a little bit kind of like me, we're all on probably the wrong side of 30. So our bodies start to not like to do things that they used to do, like push-ups with a slight wrong position. 90 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Count your reps. 19, 20, 2, 6, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 35. We've got 55 seconds left. 40 seconds left and I'm on 40 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 47. 25 seconds left. My God. 50. 51. 13 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. 56. Hold on. It's only 30 degrees here. Only. Oh wait, 30. It's like 19 here. Oh. Change this down. Like, I know as well, like for me personally, I'm finding it a little bit, I know as you maybe play around with your kind of weight a little bit more, you'll kind of learn your body a bit more. So intentionally, for the last kind of 4 months, I've been trying to put a bit of weight on with the idea to grow size with muscle tissue. It's a slow process. It's a slower process after the age of like 28, 29. Testosterone levels start to drop in males at that kind of age point. So anyway, for the last 4 or 5 months, I've been trying to kind of like, I brought my calories down after Christmas and then got back down to about 84 and then built back up to about 88, 89 kilos. And with that, it's going to be some extra body fat storage. You can't generally, unless you're kind of using assisted drugs, which is perfectly fine if you're going to do that. There's loads of sports in bodybuilding where they do it. But if you're going to do it naturally, you are going to put some body fat on it as well. So with that, I'm heavier, carrying a bit more timber. So with that, every movement takes more calories to do. So if my leg weighs an extra, I don't know, half a kilo, and that used to take me just, I don't know the math. Let's say it used to take me 5 calories to move my leg to do a squat. Now it takes 8 or so calories, but it tires me out quicker. And this is what's interesting. So I don't know if anybody follows World's Strongest Man, but you've got a guy called Eddie Hall. You might only know him if you're English or from Britain, but he's the kind of World's Strongest Man 2017. And most of you probably know from Game of Thrones, The Mountain. So he also competes in World's Strongest Man. And those guys are about 198 kilos. That's their body weight. They're super strong, they're super heavy, and they're conditioned for their sport. Now, Eddie Hall and The Mountain hate each other. They used to be good friends. The Mountain accused Eddie Hall of cheating when he got the world record for world heaviest deadlift. So next year, they are competing in an official boxing match in Vegas in September 2021. Now, you have to imagine how hard it is to kind of do a workout like this. And this is kind of replicating the scenes of, you know, moving around the boxing ring. But in a boxing ring, you've also got someone punching you. And those guys have got a lot of weight to move around, to throw punches. So it's quite an interesting thing to see how they're going to perform, change position, because they are super, super heavy, but they are very, very strong. So you have to imagine getting punched with 195 kilos behind the weight of that punch. And none of them are professional boxers. Eddie Hall's actually been training for about 3-4 months now. So I'm obviously rooting for Eddie. Some of you Game of Thrones fans probably rooting for The Mountain. Eddie Hall's, I think, about 5'9" as well, and The Mountain's 6'3". I think he's 6'3". I could be wrong. I think Eddie Hall might be 6'3", and the other guy's really tall. He's called The Mountain for a reason. So I'm 6'2". He must be taller than 6'3". But yeah, it's just quite an interesting sporting event next year, just for the kind of science of how are they going to move? At what point do they burn out their bodies? You know, like if you've ever done any kind of like, if you've done the box fit routines, right? How tired do you feel at the end of that? Now take into account someone trying to hit you with sparring gear, like a head guard and gloves and a groin guard and stuff. It's still hard. You're still really tired. I have to lie down to the ground if I do 2 rounds of sparring at my place in the UK, or even a place here when it's open. You take into account no head guards, and sparring is different from a fight. Like sparring, you're with your teammates. So this is going to be quite an event. I'm quite looking forward to it. Probably get some YouTube views now because I'm talking about Eddie Hall and The Mountain. It's like a hot subject. It's literally just been announced, I think, 3-4 days ago. They just signed the contracts. 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs nice and narrow. So hands nice in between the legs. And then legs are still wide. Arms, fold them over. And just gently rock from right to left. Right to left. 3, 2, 1. And then build yourself up, up, up. Nice and steady. And if you've got something like a wall or a corner of your, or a beam and you're guarding something like that, just try to open up the chest on those push-ups. How many reps did you get? So I think I managed, I think I got 56. It ain't bad, it's not bad. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Coffee. Ooh, just in time for a coffee club in 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. And just nice little shakes, roll the shoulders out and back. Just a bit of gentle twisting. There's a couple of rotation moves in today as well. There's a nice bit of a gentle rotation, nothing too extreme. And one hand in the sky, high five it. And of course, your fist bump. All right, so since this is different from the Zoom, I'm gonna just end the stream, jump on the Zoom for the coffee club and get a coffee. So I shall see you in a couple seconds, guys.